Our season's come to an end. We fell short of our goal. We fell short of our expectations. And obviously that's very disappointing for us all. So now we have to move forward. I like what our players did in the playoffs. I know it was only 5 games, but we competed hard and we give the Rangers everything they could handle. I know we can talk about injuries. I'm not trying to make excuses, and we can talk about breaks in games. You make your own breaks. But we could have easily got some breaks that those games against Rangers could have gone the other way.
Jim, talk about Gino. How banged up was he in the playoffs? Everyone suspected that he had an injury that he played with. How much was he banged up? What's the health of the team going into the offseason? Do you expect some surgeries for anybody, or is the team relatively healthy? And do you expect Gino to play for Russia?
Okay. You know, Gino's the type of guy that's not going to use excuses. But he sprained his ankle, okay? And he came back sooner than most players would. And he continued to play on an ankle that was not 100%. Hornquist was the same. He had a broken rib. You know, he came back and he played with it. And then, of course, Letang and Ehrhoff there at the end, on top of Mata and Dupree. Okay, so I do believe Gino's going to go and play for Russia. He told me yesterday he wasn't sure that he'd play all the games, but he's committed to his country. He didn't want to say no to them. So he will go over there, and I think he'll kind of play it by ear, but I would suspect he'll play some games. Not at 100%.
Guys always talk about the outside, trying to not hear stuff from the outside. During that last month when things weren't going so well, and you know how speculation is in the NHL, people start talking about people might be fired. Were you ever concerned for your job moving forward when that was going on?
No. First of all, I don't read and listen, unfortunately, to your show. I'm sorry to tell you. Even if it was baseball season, I don't listen to talk shows. I was made aware of a couple of articles by my daughter, which disappointed me because I think they were out of line. But as for my own job, I have had 100% support from ownership from the day I got here, even to 20 minutes after the game, our final game. But certainly if ownership feels that there's a better way of doing things, I totally understand that. I've had a long career. It's been a good career, and I'm disappointed in what happened this year, but I think we had a pretty good team. If we had a healthy team, I would feel very comfortable with the moves that were made. The one move that I questioned, and we questioned it at the time, was trading a young defenseman for a veteran defenseman. But the reason we did that is we wanted a right-shot defenseman and a veteran defenseman at the time to take a long run. We weren't healthy enough to do that. And the other part of it is we have a lot of other young defensemen. We can only put so many in the lineup. But no, I don't see a whole lot or hear a whole lot, and so fire away.
Thanks, Jim. Jim, you think you can handle those well?
Do I? I feel that I was having a one-on-one conversation. I've had those before, and that's where they were left. And if I were to do it over, I was told by the commissioner I probably shouldn't do that, and my minister that I shouldn't talk that way. So I probably won't do it again.